Then why would you think this sort of thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony Weekend. My name is Sulaiman. I'm the CEO of Thai Hawk Media, and I want to personally give thanks to Ray McCline for allowing us to be a part of this incredible celebration. We thank each and every one of you because each and every one of you have something to do with this wonderful, sweet science that we all love, boxing. Thank you for being here. Without going too much farther, we'd like to have the president of Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame, Mr. Ray McCline, say a few words. Give him a round of applause, please.
Good evening. I'm not going to be long. I'm not a long-winded person, but I do want to thank everyone for coming out on this evening. This has been a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, a lot of nervous energy, but a lot of also positive energy that's been put into this. I want to thank the Honorable Mayor Frank M. Gilliam Jr. Of Atlantic City, who has just been an unbelievable supporter and advocate of the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame from his very birth. I'll let him tell the story, but we met a few years ago actually we had lunch a few years ago, let me say it that way. We had lunch a few years ago and we were talking about the future of the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame, and he told me then, as City Council President, that he was going to support whatever this initiative was, and he would see it all the way through, not knowing that he was going to be the future mayor of Atlantic City. And now he is the future mayor of Atlantic City, and he's actually helping usher this forward. So I just want to give a special thanks to him.
We'd like to make certain that you have an opportunity to see someone who has been innovative, who has spent an enormous amount of time calculating his efforts to make certain that his dream would come through. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for a few remarks from Mayor Frank M. Gilliam.
Good evening, everyone. This is an honor to be able to stand here before you as the mayor of Atlantic City and talking about boxing being a reality again in this great town. But I would be remiss if I did not give all the kudos to Rod and Ray for their insight and their foresight to be able to say, Mayor Gilliam, at that time, Councilman Gilliam, we're thinking about doing a boxing hall of fame. It was a no-brainer because growing up in Atlantic City, going to the fights, knowing that it was an economic multiplier for the town, it was a no-brainer. But it actually gives me a lot of joy and honor to be able to see so many people that have basically put boxing into a place that allows us all to stand together and say, we love the sport. We love the blood, sweat, and tears that many of these folks put in this room. And because of that, I'm honored to be a part of this. But I'll be remiss also to say that Atlantic City is truly the mecca of boxing. Because if you look at the history of all the bouts that have happened in this town, you would probably name some of the greatest that have ever put gloves on. And because I'm a fighter in a different way, in a different manner, it gives me honor to basically have met Real Deal Holyfield. We welcome him into our market. We also welcome the fact that Atlantic City is rebirthing itself. And we're looking to make sure that everyone enjoys this weekend, because this is something that's going to continue and grow, and before you know it, we're going to be the mecca of boxing once again. From the city of Atlantic City, I, as mayor of Atlantic City, is committed 125% to do whatever we need to do to make sure boxing is a reality in Atlantic City, to make sure the Boxing Hall of Fame grows, And maybe one day I'll be an inductee for being a fighter and the champion of the people for Atlantic City. But I won't be long at it. I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to say this. Everyone in this room, it's our obligation to go and tell other people that Atlantic City is alive and well. Because for so long, many folks were telling people that Atlantic City was not going to make it. We are so far beyond that concept right now, and it's unbelievable. And with these sort of things happening in this city, I'm almost poised to say that we're back 100%. God bless you, have a great weekend, and let's keep boxing alive in Atlantic City.
Fight tonight's Derek Webster. He's fighting for the Continental Americas title.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to fill it with bourbon this year.
Oh, good, good.
Next year it'll be second spot. I like it, man. Something we can read.
I just want to thank the champ, Real Deal, Evander Holyfield. I spoke with Sal Mucinici, I think last July. It was right after we had just did our first inaugural event. And I told Sal, I said, look, next year, we haven't voted, but Evander Holyfield his name is going to be on the list. I don't see where the committee won't have him as, our marquee name on that ballot. And when we spoke, I told Sal, I said, I know you guys last year was looking to do the launch of Real Deal Boxing at the International Boxing Hall of Fame. It didn't happen the way that you guys wanted to, just the timeline of it. So, but if you guys be patient and allow me to make the necessary steps, we will have Evander Holyfield as part of the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame second induction weekend.
Awesome.
He's here.
We appreciate it.
Real Deal is going to be promoting a boxing match on Saturday at the Atlantic City Convention Center or Boardwalk Hall. Walked into Boardwalk Hall with him in January. It was surreal to be walking in knowing that he's had some legendary fights with George Foreman, Alex Stewart, few other people, Dwight Muhammad Kwawi, and now we're walking through that same building talking about promoting boxing there. And I thank him for being a man of his word. I thank Sal for being a man of his word and being here.
Oftentimes we think that boxing is primarily a man's sport, but it's not the case. Because women in boxing have made a transition for all of us and created dynamics that have brought attention to boxing in ways that were never thought of. We would like to spend a few moments and give a special presentation to the women of boxing.
Get in there.
Things you didn't know, and now it's
We want to take this time out to make certain that we acknowledge some of the pioneers and innovators of boxing and women in boxing. First of all, just to make certain that we recognize the daughter of one of the greatest boxers in the history of boxing, Weta Frazier, Joe Frazier's daughter, please. And she continues to create the benchmarks very high so that all women in boxing have a chance to see that we are not endangered species, and boxing and women will be in a line as the universe blesses us with greatness. Also, tonight, we are honoring two incredible women, and I stand between three incredible women, but two of them are getting honored. And We'd like to make certain that you understand that this is a special recognition and award for passion and unconditional commitment and enduring a dedicated service to boxing and a job well done here for the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame to Miss Jackie Atkins and Jill Diamond Chastain. You want to give me a thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give them a warm round of applause because this is beautiful. Miss Brianna Frazier, Miss Jackie Atkins, and of course, Miss Jill Diamond Chastain.
No, the second one though is at the
little boxing glove right there.
Little boxing glove right there.
Ah, it's a commercial.
That's good, Charles.
That's good?
Thank you. You look great also.
That's John, that's Whitney.
Hi, Whitney.
Whitney is the one in this town.
The one and only.
Well, he just letting everybody know that he called out Evander Holyfield. But he said Holyfield didn't want none of that. He's scared of him.
He's scared.
He didn't want
He's
it.
scared. See, Tommy thought he wanted me until he got hit. Bam!
Knocked out.
You know what I'm saying? When he
I
got
witnessed
hit,
that on
bam.
TV. I
Bam!
Absolutely.
But Evander, he don't want me.
He don't want
He's
you.
scared.
Well, listen, he a promoter now, so it's easy.
Hey,
He set it up.
that's the best thing he could promote on the thing.
Arum, Barkley, and Evander
Holyfield.
It'll be a packed house, baby. We're having a discussion. What was he
You know what he said?
What did he say?
He said, oh, you too small. You
too small?
I said, too small. I said, who you think I ain't no small guy. I said, come on, you gotta be kidding. I said, do one more, and then let me really close you out.
All right, let's hold up. He'll be here for 2 more days to see what happens.
Yeah, he's scared. Show him you're scared, and you know you're scared.
That works.
You know you're scared. And where's he from?
He's practicing for his next fight with
The Atlanta, Georgia man is scared. He used to be a brave man, but Evander Holyfield. What Holyfield? I'm the man.
I'm out the gym. I'm out, man. No, it's on you. So what you gonna do? Well, it's on and no.
He don't want to fight me.
Let's go see. He's over at the ring. Let's go see.